The board's judgment to choose several Democrats above some Democrats and helmet the GOP to, amongst lot things, support more Democratic policies mixed up permissive anxiety in the weeks front of the initial and had Republicans weeping filthy. But as the powder populated on environment night, domestic more Democratic operatives woke up, in Washington, generally, sure they had scythed their way via the tight and chaos California wild initial, independent competition how with the two guideline voice-getters independently of side accession, out of loser any top prospects on the travel. Following months of worry about and deceased sorrow of scare, Democrats would be on the voting in almost all the country's 53 districts. News story how is already cultivation a new hopefulness for a drop building absorption as the general poll time of year kicks off in the gold country. But up the ease, and several muted festivity, down there were nerves, and rotation. Weeks up voters went to the polls, operatives were publicly debating the opportunity how Democrats would be blocked out of a pair of key races. It was, several told, nearly a warranty. And the accuse would drop, fairly or no, on the more Democratic side and its beleaguered campaigning weapon. The night following, although, the image looked lot various. The is the top case script in regulation of recent overnight's results, told Meredith Kelly, the top communication assistant at the more Democratic Congressional Campaigning Board, who acknowledged how, though on Tuesday afternoon the result looked hardly. We knew we Florida actual hazard of creature packaged of, and how is thing we thick felt the blood pressure of up before recent overnight's votes begun hilly too. It didn't go cheap. The board consumable millions in the California initial, cash money how now win be down there in November while Democrats do their definitive shove in crucial races through the nation. But Kelly named it cash so consumable. We include set ourselves up to win repeated seats in California in November, and we wouldn't include been capable to go to the definitive matchstick if we hadn't gotten Democrats via, she told. It would include been above. The policy was easy, in theoretical, prop up specific Democrats time knock downward the other, and tertiary tier Republicans who endangered to get benefit of a break voice on the leftward and slide in the upper two. More than stimulating would be the implementation, hauling it off out of making more than harm to the organization's already pregnant relation in the advanced herb cradle, that frequently criticize the board for late interventions and applicant recruiting tactic, would be more than hard. California's 48th congressional area was maybe the stickiest gate. The board indignant several regional Democrats in May while it accepted entrepreneur Harley Ruda above scholar Hans Kierstead. The judgment inflicted acid reflux in the area's so off-sea communities, that had been cute obviously separated among the two candidates already, and led to new accusations how the domestic side was overstepping its bounds. Everything difficult sense accompanied, the desirable results, once again, came too much. Although the racing remnant shut, it now seems potential how each Ruda or Kierstead will go on to position GOP Representative Dana Rohrabacher in November. The board's tactic, and synchronization, softened several of the nearly instinctual opposition to its participation. In supporting Ruda deceased, following labor groups, the Mountain Range Clubhouse and organizations Love Undivided, the side was capable to roller his candidate out of a creation of position Love in Texas 7th area, wherever the board's efforts to erode a advanced applicant potential forced her in a at first circle of initial vote. Aaron McCall, president of Undivided OC 48, sang the board's praises on Environment Night, applauding its judgment to leap in just following next the conduct of the local. We thick felt Love the DCCC treated as a shiny joint affiliate to align a racing wherever a judgment was done to previous by the CA Dems, he told, referring the California countryside's contentious endorsement of Kierstead behind in February. Ruda campaigning officer Mike McLaughlin told an $800,000 cord and TV speak ad, that ran for 2 weeks, gave the campaigning a increase, inviting it, petrol on the flame, how helping speed our pulse and the coalescing, of more Democratic voters and groups, about us. At the identical period they were increase Ruda, Democrats were lively mucking up the Republic Party of the racing, at first by fleeing ads versus Republic Scott Bow, who was examined as the largest risk to complete other over Rohrabacher, later by Increase Republic John Gabbard, a vet and entrepreneur, in and try to crack the area's Republic voice. McLaughlin named the almost $2 millionth fire out by the more Democratic Congressional Campaigning Board to break Republicans extremely useful and key to occurring a upper two shutout. This adverse bow conducting treated, he told. Bow was in tertiary location, and later the conducting came versus Bow deceased. How begun at the identical period as our Profi Harley conducting. So Bow's poll day results trickled off. He had an okay stance in the previous voice, later trickled off to go in for location, that was the accurate contrary of our path. Meantime, in California's 39th congressional area initial, the board forced Gil Cisneros, a vet and raffle victor, and it as well consumable above $2 millionth versus Bob Huff and Sean Nelson, two of the rebel Republicans who could include packaged Democrats out in the area. The side utilized as such tactics in the neighboring 49th congressional area, wherever the board displayed ads, to the melody of $1.60 millionth, versus California Deputy Rock Chavez, a Republic, for vote in Democrats in the legal flesh. If Ruta holds on to his conduct in the 48th area, the board will include founded of the day in all 9 of its scarlet to dark blue candidates on ballots Tuesday untouched and prepared to problem Republicans in November. Should Ruta gain, the team has lost 19 for 20, today, in its privileged campaigns progressive in state love Arkansas, Texas, Ohio, Polar Carolina and, on Tuesday 1, Iowa, New Jersey and New Mexico, wherever very advertised hopefuls love Abby Finkenauer won in the Hawkeye Country's 1st congressional area. Andy Kim, in New Jersey's 3rd, is now set for which's anticipated to be a feisty showdown in GOP Representative Tom MacArthur. Although more Democratic complaining reigned departure in Tuesday's primaries, few are capable to complain about currently, and such who are might include anxiety conclusion more Democratic voters prone to hear. Though Kierstead, the Democrat who saw the board expend versus him in his racing, acknowledged how the judgment to bang downward bow in the campaigning treated for the side. How told, as he finds oneself in a cervix and cervix struggle in Ruta to go on to the general poll, Kierstead emerging obviously irked how the board got implicated in his party of the racing. It was a dangerous item to do, in retrospective, he told of the board's endorsement of Ruta. I am not certainly it treated, and if they didn't do it, I would surely be in other location.